Hey, it's Dave's Allotment Gardening Ting. Let's see what he gets up to today. Still cracking on, get the kettle on, and all that kind of ting. See yous in a bit.
Hello folks, and welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden and Ting. Got lots of things to do today, so I better get on with it. First of all, I'll get the kettle on. See yous in a bit. Well folks, happy Easter and welcome back to Dave's Allotment Garden. I'm going to do some gardening today. I'm not going to go and see some seals, and I'm not going to go up to Camp Joshua. I'm stopping here and I'm getting stuck in. First of all, I'm going to have a slurp of this. Aye, so today I'm going to get the rest of the potatoes out, because it's a tradition that you put your potatoes out at Easter. And it's Easter, so it's the perfect time. I hope everybody's had loads of Easter eggs and stuff. Get in. Yeah, so I'm going to get the rest of the potatoes out. It is starting to rain actually, and it's not very warm today, folks. What's happening with the weather? I'm not going to talk about that because it upsets people. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Aye, I'm going to be sowing some seeds today as well. I was here the other day moving the greenhouse round so I can make more space to sow more seeds. So that's what I'm going to do today as well. I'm also going to have a little tidy up in the shed here. As you can see, I've got a Christmas tree. Now, I can't help myself, folks. They were having a clear out at the school during the holidays, and I just couldn't resist. So I got myself a Christmas tree and some Christmas wreath things. That's a kind of good, isn't it? It'll come in handy at Christmas. So I need to sort things out, get this place tidied up. I bought some rat poison the other day. Well, it was last week. Some of that, because the stuff from the pound shop just wasn't working. I was putting the poison down, it was gone. I put some more down the next day, it was gone, and that just kept on going. Whereas this stuff, I put some down. I've put 3 lots down, and the last lot that I put down is still there. So looks like they've gone. I feel a little bit shan actually. If you don't know what shan means, it means I don't like killing things, folks, but I don't want them in my shed. And they're not in my shed now, so I'm going to, like I say, tidy up in here, get it back to tidy fashion and all that. And it's starting to rain again. So anyway, I'm going to finish my cuppa and I'll show you around and I'll show you what I'm going to do today. So I'll see you in a bit. Well folks, it's almost May now, and it's still cold, and it's on and off rain all day by the looks of it. Well, that's not going to stop us, and you know what the saying is, never cast a clout till May's out. Anyway, I'll show you what's happening. The daffodils have all died back now. It's a shame they don't last a little bit longer, but the tulips there are still nice and bloom. They're purple ones there are very nice. There's some more down there, as you know. These daffodils on Annie's plot are still there, very nice, very nice. I've just noticed another tulip popped up there, and I get a yellow and white one, and there's a red and yellow one. Very nice. Aye, what am I going to do today? I'm going to get the potatoes out. I'm not going to dig a trench. There is no sign of these potatoes I put out 2 weeks ago now. So that's a little bit worrying. These brassicas under here are doing okay. Standing up, looking good. And the giants under there, they're still doing alright, which is good. So aye, another row or 2 rows of potatoes in here today. I'm not going to dig a trench and all that. I'll prepare the land, but this time I'm just going to dig a hole where the potato is going to go. I would have used raised potato planter, but Spencer's away today. He's away to work, so I'll not be able to use that today. So I'll get on with that. Like I say, a couple of rows of potatoes in here. These leeks are grown canny. In fact, nearly all of them I can see have gone to seed. So I might as well pull them ones out and harvest the ones that are okay. I need to make another frame for them other brassicas somewhere, but that'll be on another day, I should imagine. I'll take you up into the wildlife area. These daffodils are coming to an end now as well, but I've just noticed there before the bluebells are starting to come up. It's taken a while. They're usually like winter flowers, but not anymore. This rhubarb is flying away. I'll get a couple of pickings of them soon, which is good. There's loads of birds in this tree. There's loads of birds all over the place. It's a wildlife sanctuary, unless you're a rat. Look at these trees now. This is the pear tree, conference pear. This cherry tree is covered in blossom as well. Don't know if you can see, but it is. This pear tree, look how much blossoms on this. Absolutely covered. I can guarantee I'll not get one pear off this tree. I hope I will, like. I know there's the June drop and all that, but I'll hopefully get a few pears on this tree this year. The Ergemont russet, full of flower. And this Claygate Pemain isn't doing anything yet, like, but that's a later flower of that. Aye, so like I said earlier, I've been tidying up in the greenhouse a bit, making a bit more space, so I'll be going in there as well, sowing some seeds. They're nice, aren't they? I noticed as well the other day I was, like I say, tidying up, and there's a couple of daffodils just come up there as well, which I'd forgot about. So we're going into the greenhouse. As you can see, it's a bit more tidy. I've put all of the cabbages and kale and what have you down here. There's the strawberry sweet corn, and there's the normal sweet corn. Now, a couple of people have said that these sweet corn aren't sweet corn, they're for popping corn. So I will be separating them. I'll not be planting them together. I'll figure out somewhere to put them when the time comes. But beetroot are doing alright as well. There isn't any sign of them cucumbers yet. But there's starting to be signs of growth on the shallots and the onions there, which is good. Any sign of the leeks? No. Never mind, it was only last week that I put them in. Them Godzilla broccoli, they're romping away, them. Probably called Godzilla because they're like massive or something. There's me old Dave's allotment hat hard on. I was going to say hat hard on. What is it? Hard hat on. There's me Dave's allotment and Ting hard hat. Made some space over here as well. As you can see, the sweet peas are doing alright, and the broad beans are doing alright as well. These onions will be going out as well. I might do that today, I might not. Oh, and I messed up the other day, folks. I was here and I thought, in fact, oh look, they started coming up. I thought were the strawberry tomato plants, that were out here. And I thought, it's not gonna. So I started just like moving the soil around, and I thought, they're not them, the lettuce. But they're coming up all right. That's good. It's a bit too late for these tomatoes, even though they are starting to come up now. We'll see what happens. Starting to get plenty of bunches of grapes on the grapevine now. Lots of bunches already. Good. And this other thing, I'm going to move this. I'm going to make a little space down there, so I can fill that up with water. And I've put the strawberry planter here. Should be all right. As you can see, the bare rooted ones have started coming to life there, which is good. And these ones are full of flower now. So it looks like it's going to work, folks. Who knows? But I'll keep it there because it's a ton weight. I did have an idea. That's why that table is over there. I was going to put it on top of that table, but I'll never be able to lift that. 2 people wouldn't be able to lift that up there. So it'll stay there for now. And hopefully we'll get some lovely strawberries off. These potatoes are going out today. These ones are the Charlotte ones. And these are the Picasso. They'll be going out. What's them like in there? The shop bought ones. Not getting very many chits on, but they're still going out sometime. I don't know when. Might be today, might be tomorrow. Who knows? Right, anyway. Enough of this yammering on. Got things to do. So I better crack on. See you in a bit. Right, as you just saw there, I've been preparing the potato trench. There's a bee! Haha. Where is it? Get out! Haha. It's a wasp, folks! Oh no! It looks like a carry bigot as well. I hope it's not trying to look for a nest. Anyway, I'll just let that be. Boom boom. Fly away, man! Oh, I'm a good chicken when it comes to wasps. Right, anyway, as you saw there, the get out, away. Right, that's better. I can talk in peace now. Like I say, I'm a bit of a chicken when it comes to wasps. Like, give it the old, oh, go away. So I'm drifting. My potato trench. I've just dug the holes there. Instead of doing the whole trench, I've just dug the hole where the potato is going, which will be these Picasso here. As you can see, nice chits. So what I'll do now is get some of the cow manure, some of the fish blood and bone, some bone meal, some fertiliser, stick it in the bottom of the hole, put a little bit in the soil which is going to backfill into the hole, and then plant the potatoes. Give them a good watering in later on, but by the looks of the weather, I'll not need to water anything in today. So I better get on with this anyway. See what we've got left when I'm done. How are you then? Right, well, that's one row of potatoes in. I'll put the rest in. I'll not bother filming that because it's a little bit boring after a while. So I'll get the other 2 rows in and we'll crack on. There's plenty more other things to do. See you in a bit. Well, it's just spitting on the rain there, so it looks like I've got the potatoes out just in time. I've
Made some signs there, just a few bits of slate with the name written on, obviously, and I've put them up here. I've just been busy as well, having a little fork round this area here. That's ready to be planted with something. Maybe some herbs. That's what I'm going to be planting today, folks. Some herb seeds and some lobelias. Anyway, there's the 2 rows of potatoes in there. So that's the Picasso and that's the Charlotte. I'll leave enough space to put a row of the Maris Pipers in here. Zing. And then I've got this side to play with and all of this side, which should be interesting. Now I've got 9 potatoes in each row there. I've got a few spare ones here. There's a few Charlotte. So what I might do is put them in some tubs or something. Tubs. That's her off League of Gentlemen, isn't it? What is it, tubs? 12T. Right. I think I'm going to have a cuppa because I'm choking. See you in a bit.
Well, that's the potatoes in. A well-deserved cuppa. Number 2. Aye, start to rain now, so perfect time to go into the greenhouse and to tidy this shed up. I'll get this put away. I might put it outside somewhere, I don't know. I'll probably just put it away. Like I say, this shed needs tidying up, so I'll get that done this afternoon as well. But, like I say, I'm going to go in the greenhouse now and sow some seeds. Are they kind of good, them little reef things? Merry Christmas! No, it's not Christmas yet, folks. Not for a while anyway. I'm going to sow some seeds. Let's see what we can sow today. Should organise this really. Right, anyway, lobelia. I'm not going to mess about here, folks. Carrots. I've got a plan for them as well. Lobelia. I've sowed them. The cauliflower, I've sowed them. I really should organise this box better, folks. Parsley. Right, I'm going to sow some parsley today as well. Some mint. Some love lies bleeding. Some coleus. And some more lobelia. Is there anything else while I'm on? I'm going to cut them. No, that'll do anyway. I'll sort the rest out later. So I've got some parsley, mint, love lies bleeding, coleus, and some more lobelia, and some more lobelia, and some more lobelia. I'll put them there. I've also got some sage and parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. So I'll be sowing them today as well. For now I'll just finish this cuppa and ponder my thoughts. See you in a bit. Right, well it's proper chucking down out there now. So I'll not need to water them potatoes at least. So I'm going to sow some seeds in the greenhouse today. I'm just sowing seeds, folks. I'm not telling you when to sow seeds. I know a lot of people use the title, what seeds to sow in April and all that. Well, that, I've always said this, folks. It all depends on where you live in the country. Now, if you live in Dover, for example, you can sow seeds when it says on the packet, But it feels like I'm a broken record, folks. But I'll explain something here. Spring springs in London, in the Met Office. The first day of spring, London, the Met Office. Then spring travels up the country like that. And it takes about 6 weeks to get from London to the northeast. So if it says, for example, if a seed packet says sow seeds whatever in March, right? That's in London or Dover or somewhere down south. Sow seeds in March. We wait until the middle of April. That's when you sow the seeds. Now that's boring, isn't it, folks? But it's interesting. Not a lot of people know. Not a lot of people know that. My name's Michael Caine. that was a really bad impression. So anyway, that's my little tip for the day. Spring takes 6 weeks to travel up the country. So, like I say, it's pointless me making a video saying what seeds to sow in April when 9 times out of 10 most of the people down south have already sown them seeds, and I'm just sowing them now. Maybe if you live in Scotland, this will help you out. But at the end of the day, as you probably realise, this isn't just a gardening channel, and I'm not here to be like Gardener's World. I'm just Dave, doing Dave things. And if that helps you out, that's good. That's sound by me. Crack on. So, like I say, today I'm going to be sowing some parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, and some lobelia, some love lies bleeding, which is called amaranthus, and some mint and some coleus. So we'll crack on with that. I brought my scissors with us this time because it's easier to open these packets. Now first of all, I'll sow some lobelia. I've filled a tray here with compost, as you can see, and I'm going to sow like 3 patches of the 3 different varieties that I've got, if you know what I mean. I'll show you what I've done anyway. Look at the colour of them seeds, folks. They call them yellow mellow, quite rightly. Right, stop drifting, Dave. Just open these ones up. It would help if my scissors were sharp. Oh, it doesn't even open them up. Ah! Open, man. There. Right, these ones are called Fountains Mix. So basically what you do with these is just like spread them round in a big clump. Then when they are grown, you can like split the clumps up into as big a clump as you want, sort of thing. These are, like I just said, lobelia fountain mix. I wonder if they've made them yellow so you can see where you actually sown them. Probably not, like. Just a thought. But it does help though. Much easier. They should make all of the little seeds like this yellow so you can see where you've sown them. And it was all yellow. I sowed some seeds. I sowed lobelia seeds and they were all yellow. Right. broadcast them over the soil. That's one of them done. I just put a marker there. Next we have Queen Victoria, 25 pellets. Now I don't know why you only get 25 of these, but we'll find out. Get them open. Tricky, folks. That's a song by Run DMC. That's what they come in, little file thing. Like my t-shirt anyway. I said a hip hop, the hip into the hip hop, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, bubba to the boogity, bang bang the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm drifting. Right, I'll get on with this. These are the Victoria, where is it? Queen Victoria. So these will just be lightly spread across, just like the other ones. Can you hear the rain? It's chucking down, but the birds are still singing, and that's nice. Right, these ones are, I've done them fountain ones. These ones are sapphire lobelia. Just talk amongst yourselves there, folks, while I open this packet. God, they really should make packets of seeds easier to open, like. Right, there. How hard? These ones are like a ready brown colour. Get a generous amount there. Sprinkle them across. I'll mark where them ones are, just so I know. Like I say, these lobelia, like they grow in clumps anyway, so you don't have to be so careful when you're trying to space them out. They'll find their own way. So I'm just going to quickly mark these off here, folks, before I forget which ones are which. Fountain. I've still got some onions there. I forgot how to spell fountain for a second there, folks. That's the fountain. That's the Victoria. And that one was called Sapphire. Spelt that wrong, but it doesn't matter. I know what it says. I know what it means. Now some people as well like to use vermiculite or perlite mixed in, so it gives a bit of aeration, but I never bother using that myself, like. As long as the soil that you put on top is light and fluffy, you should be alright. You don't have to cover these up very much either. give them a little ferment down there. I'll put them over here for now. Now I'll start some coleus and some love lies bleeding. Like I say, folks, I'm not here to preach. I'm not telling you how to sow seeds and all that, you know. I'm just doing my thing, or my ting. And if you enjoy that, then that's fine by me. I'm almost on 10,000 subscribers now, which is amazing. About 200 away. Who would have thought, eh? Like I've always said, this channel was basically a little personal video diary for myself to look back on over the years. And now it's become a little hive of activity. So welcome to my new subscribers, by the way, and thank you very much to me subscribers that have been here since the very start. It does mean a lot. I've done this for 14 years now. I've had my allotment for 25. In fact, I've done this for 15 years because I've had the allotment since 2000. So 25 years on the plot, 15 years on YouTube, and still going. Haha. Right, coleus. These need to be spaced out a little bit because they'll be pretty tricky to... God damn it! Either these don't grow in clumps. But I remember when I was at Harrogate in, when was that? 2019. 6 years ago. How time flies. And I bought some coleus. They were very nice. I didn't look after them properly and they died off, which is a shame. One of them was called Campfire. Now this is just a rainbow mix. So we got a few of these on the go. You know when it says sow thinly on the packet, folks? That's what it means. Sow thinly. Because you end up, if you're sowing direct straight into the ground and you just put a load of seeds in, you'll pull like 90% of the seedlings out. Correct spacing and all that, that's what you need. Correct spacing. That's all you need if you want to be a record breaker. Yeah. I'll just put that there so I know. And next is the amaranthus, love lies bleeding. Now these are a flower that I grew a few years ago. I had some seeds somebody gave us some seeds, a lot of seeds. And one of them was love lies bleeding. I'd never heard of them before, but when they grew they were nice. Very nice plants. So we'll get a few of these on the go as well. Try and get these few and far between. One for good luck. So that's them.
coleus. Got any things? Yeah, use this one. Coleus. Or coleus. Whatever you want to call them. You say tomato, I say tomato. And what were them? Amaranthus. Amaranthus. Love lies bleeding. Love lies bleeding. And that's them done. Let's move them up there. Put them there. Right, that's them done. Now for the parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Now for these I'm just going to put a few in these little pots here that the strawberries come in. Because I don't want loads of these. Just thought it would be nice to have a little selection of herbs growing as well, you know. Be interesting to know what other people are growing. I know I should watch people's videos and what seeds to sow in April and that. I wonder if anybody's sowing the exact same seeds as what I am right now. Be interesting to find out. Let us know in the comments below and all that kind of thing. Aye, there's still a little bit of a nip in the air, folks. Never cast a cloud till May's out. I mean, I don't think we're going to get any hard frosts now or anything. I think we've had enough of them. The sun seems to be doing its thing. And then the cloud seeding begins. No, I'm not talking about that. So I'm just going to sow 3 or 4, like 5 seeds of each in each of these pots. Now I've got a little propagating frame over there, which I'll show you what I've done. I'm not a fan of these foil packets, folks. There's about 15 there. So much for little, so much for so thinly, nala. Right, that's them. And like I say, I've got this little propagating frame here. Put them in there. Got the lid to go on top of it. But I'll not put the lid on until I've had a good watering and all that kind of thing. Right, so I'm going to get confused here, folks. Right, I'll just get on with this because you're probably not even watching now. I'm going to sow some parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme and some mint. So there you go, I'll crack on. See you in a bit. Well, one last cuppa before I go. It's been chucking down all afternoon. I've managed to tidy the shed up. It's a lot more tidy than what it was, put it that way. Which is good. Things to do on a rainy day. A rainy Easter day. I've got these onions outside now. They can stay out until they go into the ground. And I've just been pottering on in the greenhouse, as you've seen before. I sowed some lobelia some coleus and amaranthus or something. And there's the broad beans and stuff. I've showed you all this. I was looking here as well, folks, and it looks like I'm getting a bit more tomato seeds coming up. So I don't know. That's definitely them Sweet Million ones, because they're in a 5 there. So there's 4 of them come up there. And there's 2 what are they called? Sun cherry. 2 of them come up. See what happens. Might get a late crop of tomatoes after all. There's the parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Mint! In there, they should be alright. I've showed you all the way, all around here. I've put this water butt here and filled it with water, fresh water out of the tap. I'll just scoop that crap, them leaves and stuff out some other time. But that's a little handy hint for you folks if you don't already know that. It's good to keep the water in the greenhouse tepid. You don't want to be watering your plants with freezing cold water. The roots will thank you for it. So these are some potatoes that I've got spare. I've got 2 kestrel there. These are the Charlotte. 1, 2, 3, 4 Charlotte, 2 kestrel and 6 Picassos. I was going to put another row out today, but as you can see, the weather is not very good. But at least the ground's getting a good watering, which is what it needs. So there's nothing much else to show you folks, so I'll just get me cuppa and sign off in the shed. See you in a bit. Grey sky.
Well, that's about it folks. Last cuppa of the day. Cheers. So I got what I wanted to do today done, and that's put them potatoes out and sow some seeds, and that's that. So until the next time folks, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Before I do go though, as always, I'll leave you on a couple of little songs, little bits of songs. Now, well done to those who guessed right last week. It was David Bowie. The reason why the video was uploaded on Monday instead of Sunday is because when I did upload it the first time, I got a copyright strike. It says, no, you cannot use that. It's David Bowie, Rock and Roll Suicide, live at New York, somewhere New York. It's like, whoa, so you think I sound like David Bowie, do you? Wow, that's a compliment. So that's the reason why I speed up music as well, because for some reason, if you speed it up a little bit, the algorithm thing, it doesn't pick it up, which is a handy little tip. So I'll leave you on a couple of little songs. Well, a couple of little bits of songs. If you are watching earlier on, if you haven't switched off by now, I sang a little bit of a song called Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. Now it's hot, like, I should have the bass for this really, but I can play it. Ah, no I can't. Yes I can, wait there. Pressure. Anyway, it's too hot to rap and play that at the same time. I'll give it a shot and show you what I mean. I said a hip hop, the hip me to the hip hop, you don't stop rocking to the bang bang boogie. See, it's just confusing. I cannot do bass lines and sing, well, rap at the same time. So there's a sequence of chords that goes well with rap songs, or any song you can sing. You can do any rap along to these set of chords. So I'm going to do a couple of songs, yeah. The second one is, well, just see if you can guess. That seems to be fun. I'm sorry about the length of these videos as well, folks. I know a couple of people are complaining that they're too long. Well, I don't know. You decide what you think, folks. Is like an hour too long, or shall I just shorten it to half an hour and see how it goes from there? Tell us in the comments section below. Right, so anyway, before it is an hour long, here's a couple of little songs for you. I said a hip hop. I said a hip hop, the hip into the hip hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. See, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello to the black, to the round, the red, and the brown, to the purple and yellow. But first I gotta bang bang the boogie to the boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Now so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on Hank, sing that song. Check it out. Well, yeah, I'm not going to sing all that one. Here's another one for you. See if you can guess who it is. Can you guess who it is yet? Whoops, I shouldn't say that. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. I suspect with a brand new invention, something grab a hold of you tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up the stage and rock a chops like a candle. Dance, put up speakers and boom, I kill in your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, I better can't wait. You better hit bullseye, the kids don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I solve it. Check out the hook while the DJ revolves it. Ice, baby. Right, that's enough of that. You're probably not watching anymore anyway. So I'm just going to sit here, finish me cuppa, and then gan yam, which is Norwegian for going home. Haha. Right, see you later, folks. Bye.